What would you say you do here? Skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand it? What the hell is wrong with you people?
Hey guys, how's it going? This is your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, ExtrmWill. This video will be a little different. Tend to be doing that a lot. There's a lot of different videos now. Yeah, kind of a little frustrated with the state of the game right now. The server crash is terrible. Really, really bad time for it, especially on the cusp of a boycott. So it was bad enough to the point that instead of playing the game, I decided I would spend probably half an hour or 45 minutes trying to figure out how to log on to the forums so I can make a forum post on Kabam forums. So that's where we are right now. Is it right here? Right there. I'll figure this out eventually how this works. So, yeah. So I wrote this big forum. I'm going to put a copy of all the text in the description down below so you can read it. This is more of like a backup just in case Kabam closes it or deletes it. I'll also put the link to the Kabam post, so if you guys want to go in there and, like it or leave any comments there or down below here. Basically, I wrote, I hope by now Kabam knows what they're doing wrong. And as of now, let's recap. Let's see. First paragraph is about how if they make the game just for whaling, they're going to destroy the game. Second part, I have nothing wrong with whaling. If that's your strategy, that's your strategy. But I don't think the rules should be set up to the point where whaling becomes the only legitimate strategy to be successful. And I think trying to outline some of the parts in this where if spending money is the only way that you can compete and be successful, the game is no longer a game, and I think everyone's going to leave. I think Kabam has really dropped the ball on a lot of things. Right now, 6-star shards, T2 alphas, and 5-star basics. I play quite a lot, and probably not as much as I used to because I think they're just, they've worked so hard to ruin the game that I don't think I'm playing anywhere near as much as I'd actually like to be playing because I just don't think the game is as enjoyable. But I think, the primary way right now the majority of people are getting 6-star shards, T2 alphas, and 5-star basics should not be terrible $100 deals. And I think that's really the way the game is set up right now. I mean, yeah, you get some from doing uncollected and doing the monthly quest. You get some, but you're not getting anywhere near, the whales are just buying so much more of all of this than you can collect. Their rosters are so much bigger and stronger right now than everyone else's that the game is completely losing its competitive advantage. I think the game is on the cusp of falling apart if they don't start fixing some of this. I got a really nice line in here. As long with other ways, they need to fix your way to collect these resources, as long with other ways to earn what you can in-game, not from my paycheck, from my job. That money is my wife's, and she'll fight you for it. They're also dropping the ball on new character development and how that goes. I think they need to do a much better job with working the older champs into the new content, and let's see, what are some of the really big examples that I'm complaining about in this one? Like when Mephisto came out, he does Incinerate. There should have already been 10 champs who were immune to Incinerate. I don't know why they still haven't been, but I think Kabam should have made all of the champions immune to Incinerate before they made... I think Incinerate's what he does. I haven't slept since Friday because when I went to work... and then when I got home I worked Friday night, and when I got home from work, the game was down. I wasn't done with my path, so I stayed up so I could finish my path far enough to the point I could go to sleep, which then wound up being the time for the next day to start. So I haven't slept since Thursday. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit jumbled. Try leaving it as concise as I can. But oh man, where are I dropping? Yeah. So I don't remember exactly what his ability is, but like Incinerate was one though. I mean, like, why is Ghost Rider and Dormammu not immune to Incinerate? You know, I mean, they're just kind of being stupid and dropping the ball on that. I think like when the new champs come out, I think they should be countered by old champs, and that should be kind of how it's figured out. I think when new nodes come out that are tough, I think they should be specifically countered by champs and things that are already in the game. I don't think they should be trying to play this game of trying to chase their own tail, where they keep just making new forms of damage over time, and then they have to make new champs to counter that. I mean, I don't think it's as effective as trying to use what they already have, because essentially they're just making everything in the game right now is completely useless. So there's no point in playing the game. There's no point in collecting old champions if they're all completely useless. There's no reason to play the arena. You know, there's no reason to do the things in the game that should be fun and should have point and purpose. So I kind of break some of that down. I also think they have to put loyalty tickets in the store. I think because of the way in which they've ran the game, because they've ran it so bad, I mean, I'd like to see some kind of penalty on loyalty tickets, but I don't know what they can even put in, because I would have figured, I mean, it made sense to have the penalty be gold and ISO 8, but because they mismanaged gold in the game for so long, like, I don't know if anybody actually has gold yet, other than, you know, the people who are whaling, you know. I know, I mean, Cal's probably got like 140 million gold, but, you know, I haven't seen anyone else who really has any. I mean, this is kind of what it is. I mean, it may be able to. You're able to get it back now, you know, by mass farming in the arena, but it's still a lot of work. I don't think at the current state of the game they could penalize you gold in ISO 8. I just don't think they can. So I mean, trying to find a good penalty for it. I think just being able to buy one every 90 days. You know, I don't think it should cost you 90 days worth of loyalty either. I think ranked down tickets should be able to be a little bit used a little bit easier. I mean, especially with the way they keep changing things. You know, I understand if they want to change champions and they want to change the way how things are scored and done. But if they're going to keep drastically changing things like champions, I mean, you know, you're spending too much money and time and investment into grinding to get these small, you know, shards to eventually wind up getting like T2 alphas, you know, to be investing them in a champion who a week later they go like, oh, he's not able to hit anyone who's like stun immune now or something weird. You know, like, it just doesn't work. So I think they should try to have the ranking work a little bit more like Masteries, where you have a little bit more flexibility with it, where, you know, if you rank somebody who was good at the time and then they go and they change them, your account shouldn't be like ruined now because you ranked a bad champion. You know, you only get so many rank 4 5-stars right now. You know, you get even less rank 5 5-stars right now, and I don't think you should be handicapped if you make the wrong choice. Everyone shouldn't be forced right now into having to R5 their blade. That should not be the only option you have, and they shouldn't be trying to run the game in a way so that is the only option, is for you to R5 your blade. And then if you go and you R5 your Stark Spider-Man, oh wow, you are such a maverick, because, you know, you did someone who was a no-brainer to take to rank 5. You know, you should be allowed to, you know, play around with different things. If you want to take Loki to R5 as a 5-stars to help you beat Ultron for the end of Act 5, I think you should be able to without it completely destroying and ruining the rest of your account. I think it'll give them more leeway, too, if they put rank down tickets in the game to be able to do more of what they want without, you know, having to, you know, just infuriate everyone who plays the game. I think it would help them probably more than it would help us right now. I mean, they don't need this much backlash on them for a game. I mean, they just need to just keep stuff working right and, you know, let us play, pretty much. You know, don't keep making stupid choices and decisions that are ruining the game. I think the boycott on the 4th is definitely going to happen. I don't see any way around it at all. I think the biggest thing Kabam needs to do, though, is make sure we have a reason to log back on July 5th. You know, if you're not going to boycott July 4th, I don't really know why not. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out they don't really care. I know I don't believe in activism, which is kind of funny and ironic because I'm thinking about this is pretty much activism, just kind of saying like, hey, you know, well, like, you know, the boycotting I was going to do, but this is taking that activism to another step, doing the forum post and then now making a YouTube video on it and trying to get it out there. But I think everyone should boycott, but I think Kabam really needs to do a good job giving us a reason to log back in on July 5th. If they can't do a good job giving us a reason to log back in July 5th, I don't see a reason to, log back in. I love the community of Marvel Contest of Champions very much. Live streams, not even just like my live stream, other people's live streams, like I love all of it, all the line chat conversations we do. I mean, at all point, like 20 different chat rooms in line chat, just talking to different people about strategy and like, what we want to do, who to rank. I'm a YouTuber, so a lot of people know, enough people know who I am. Like I got guys ask me questions every day, who to rank. I got nothing wrong with that. Message me on line chat, go right on ahead. It's ExtrmWill, same thing it is everywhere. So, I think though they need to do a better job with a lot of stuff. They need to give us a reason to log back in. I don't think they can go too big with the reward compensation package they give us. I don't think the package needs to be for the game going down. I don't think people really care as much as the game went down. It was pretty frustrating and irritating. I've been up straight since Friday. It's 7:40 a.m. on Sunday, and I haven't slept since, I got up probably noon Friday, because the game crashed. And, it's irritating, it's frustrating. I'm not going to let my team down, though. I had an awesome time this morning, man. I rallied everybody. We knocked that thing out pretty perfectly. Everybody had slept in late, too, so we were really up against the gun with 30-minute moves, but, we got done. My battle group was able to 100%, about 35 minutes left, so everybody was still even going to get one more energy. I had to move so efficiently that, that was still, as a community, my battle group was able to overcome the obstacle. And I don't think we even necessarily have a problem with that. Definitely don't want to do it all the time, because, tomorrow I'm going to be screwed, and who knows? We'll see if I get written up at work for being too tired. But, I don't want to be taking those kind of risks. But I don't think the problem is that it went down. The problem is the mismanagement of the game, not having the transparency that they told us at 12.0, that they promised us that they were going to have and continue to have, that they've just been not having at all. They've been, kind of silently buffing champions without telling anyone, changing drastically how high-rated, high-ranked champions are working. Drax and Archangel, those aren't like weak champions who nobody uses. Those are pretty big champions who people have invested a ton of money into, not even just like the whales, just the everyday average people are still just investing so much in to get them ranked up, because they're good champions, or they were good champions. Archangel's probably still pretty good. Drax, he probably didn't take too big of a hit, but you still can't. They can't be messing with stuff the way that they have been. They need to run it a little bit better. As part of such, I think for the compensation, I don't think they can go too big. I think they really should go over the top with it. I do something wrong, I make my wife angry. I understand flowers aren't going to get it done. I don't want 4-star shards or even 5-star shards, with 50,000 gold. What is that going to do for me? Really? It's going to do absolutely nothing. It's not going to help my count. It's not going to help create some kind of balance back in the game. I think they should I think they should have everything set up, but they should be able to do it kind of easily. I think they should give everyone a 4-star gold pool. You say, wow, well, that's pretty big and huge and generous. Yes, that's the point. That's the whole point. It should be more than enough. Not just that, but I think that should be the big crown thing in there. He's already a trophy champ who's established. The 4-star is not available anywhere else. The only way to get this here is from Kabam, truly just, from the heart saying, hey, I'm sorry, we screwed up. Let's give you something that, no one else can, that we're not ever going to be able to do, that we may not ever do again, unless they go and they screw up again sometime, which I'm sure they will, and they'll need to come up with some other compensation for it. Stuff happens. We're all people, but this is a free video game, and there's no reason for, $100 offers and allowing the people who are just spending tons and tons of time playing not, slowly being edged out of being able to compete against people who are just buying it. It's not really fun. It's very quickly not going to be fun for the people who are buying it either, if they have no one left worth competing against. And if it's not fixed, I think the game's going to crash. It's going to crash and burn. There's plenty of other free games out there right now that are fun to play. I think Marvel Strike Force right now is significantly more fun to play than Marvel Contest of Champions. But as it's a newer game, it doesn't have the community backing behind it because there aren't as many people playing. It's hard to find content. I was looking earlier today. I think there's only like half a dozen people doing content for it, and most of them, it's not even their primary game yet. So, that's just one example that's close. Not to say, I think something like Fortnite may be a lot better, but it's not really in my wheelhouse specifically. But who knows? Maybe Fortnite may be way more in your wheelhouse. You may love Fortnite way more than this game. I'm sure it's being managed and taken care of much, much better. They're letting the whales spend all the money they want without it interfering, with the competitive advantage in the game. And, I think Kabam needs to kind of take a lesson from everybody else. You can kind of see a lot of different areas. Like, this is their first game. I've already went way longer than I wanted to. Yeah, I need to get some sleep, but, I just want to say, I hope everybody boycotts. And, go, like this video, share it, let other people see it, share the forum post, go like it, comment on it, don't have anything wrong, go make your own forum post, go tell Kabam they need to, clean their act up, in here. I don't think I insulted Kabam anywhere in my letter. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I might have in the video, in my commentary of the letter, but I tried to do my best, in my forum post to be as respectful as I could to Kabam. Because, we need to work together in order to make the thing work right. They made something that I love. I love Marvel Contest of Champions. Or I used to love Marvel Contest of Champions. Now, I love the community, and I tolerate the game. I'd like it if they could try to get the game back to the point. It'd be a little bit more fun. I'd like to have more things where I feel like me and my alliance and my teammate and my friends are all working together and the community's working together. And I'd like it if the community felt like we were working together with Kabam instead of constantly feeling like the community has to work together against Kabam, which is, kind of the position really they've just put themselves into, with not being, open with us. I think they've done some good things, and, you think they got it all going right, and then they just have just a bad month. Just a bad, terrible, terrible month of decision making. And, and then, and then you throw an 8-hour or 6-hour, emergency maintenance crash there in the end. And, it's just like, man, what are you doing to us? I'd like to see everything go forward, though. And, so thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.